the Evangelicals for Harris call.
Yes.
So, are you an evangelical for Harris?
No.
Why? Why not?
I introduced myself as a Christian for democracy. You see what I did there?
Mm, yes.
You know, there was space in the way it was pitched to me in the invitation for evangelical adjacent people. That's where I would put myself. I simply call myself a Black Christian, but I know evangelicals, even if I don't use the label myself. And so I felt, some uh, interest in speaking to that group. And then for Harris, I mean, for me, it's not like a sort of blanket endorsement. It's just saying that in this two-party system, when the choices are Trump and Harris, I'm voting for Harris because I want to preserve the peaceful transfer of power. I value basic adherence to facts and truth, right? And obviously, there are ways and areas that we need to push this administration on. But we can do that. Whereas if with the other party and the other candidate, the people in general would have no say. He's answering to a very narrow constituency, if any at all.
Yeah, and so I kind of want to just briefly touch on this whole Project 2025 thing, right? It's
Yeah.
this ultra conservative or extremist blueprint for kind of
Mhm.
refashioning the federal government under a Republican president. And a lot of people have been, ringing the alarm and whatnot. But do you think this is something that could realistically come to pass?
Absolutely. The first Trump administration was a dry run. January 6th, 2021 was a dry run. The infrastructure for willfully subverting democracy wasn't quite in place. You even had Republicans and other conservatives, like the Secretary of State in Georgia, who were like, no, 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 we're not going to just, overrule the will of the people. Project 2025, 900 plus pages, all kinds of in and outs, but fundamentally what it wants to do is replace key figures with folks who are loyal to Trump and will do whatever he wants.
Do you
That's the
think
key.
he really wants to be like a dictator? Like, I mean, that's one end where people are seeing this going. Uh, is that like alarmist? How do you feel about that?
This is my opinion. I
Yes.
think fundamentally Trump wants to be the center of attention. He stumbled into winning a presidency that even he didn't think he could win. And then he can send a tweet and the whole world pays attention. That kind of attention, that kind of focus, that kind of everyone listens to me is unparalleled. And I think he will do absolutely anything to get back there. I think he's actually less interested in power than some people are. Um, but he will use authoritarian style tactics to make sure that he stays the center of attention. So to me, I think fundamentally Trump is about attention and the presidency is a means to an end. And if his pathway to the presidency subverts democracy, then so be it.